Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is this is tricky to do without having a shape, so, or without having like blocks to model this with. All right, and so I'm just putting that out there, and so that you're aware that this might you might find this a little hard, and that's okay. That doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. All right, that means you got to muddle through it. So what we're gonna do when we do something like this is they gave me the top view. So this is what the shape is gonna look like when I fly over it. All right. So I know a couple things about this. First thing I know is that one of these might be one or two or three blocks, and the other one there's like an opening behind one of them. Right. That's what this line means. So I know that much. I also know that this is higher than this. Okay, and I know that all three of these are this basically the same block level, right? They're the same depth. Okay, and I know that this kind of lines up with this. So I'm going to have a block like either here or up here or somewhere on here that's going to, depending on how this lines up. So then what you do is you go to your front, you look at your front, and you see with your front that, oh, well, wait, this block right here is right in the front here, right? It's right there, and it looks like it's two across. So right away you can get started because you know this one is here, and it's the front view. Remember, the front view kind of goes up at an angle like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a line here, right? I'm going to go over so I have my 2 block. Now remember, you do 2 block wide for every, well, I guess it's the same. It's 4, right? When we do these with the modeling cubes in class, it's 2 of these for 1 modeling cube. All right, so that's this face right here, right? And if you do what I did and make a big mess, don't worry about it. Just kind of get rid of it, right? So now I have that, all right? And if I'm looking at it, I know that it goes back only 1 block. So I can do that if nothing else. I can go, okay, I know I have that, right? So I'll do this. And the beauty of this too is you can always erase stuff if you do it wrong. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So now it looks like this also makes all on the same level, the top of it. So this is like the top of it right here. It makes an L, right? So cool. Let's do that. Let's see what we can do with that. And if we gotta fix something later and go over it, well, we will. All right. So let's just make our L, and love it when it does that, right? And then we gotta change something. We'll change it. And so this is kind of like this block here, right? I'll put my depth line there. So this is kind of what this looks like if I'm completely ignoring the side view here, which I sort of am right now, but that's okay because I want to sort of get started on this. And then it looks like this here, right? It looks like there is a block on this level here, but it looks like it starts back 1. And then it looks like it goes up 2 blocks, and then it goes over. So to me, that means that, first of all, it starts right here, which is right here on the blocks. So it's going to go up, right? Oh, I'm using the wrong thing here. I'm using the regular drawing thing. All right, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up. Oh, love that. Thanks. All right, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to come down like that. And then it's only 1 block wide, so I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it down. Now you'll notice that it looks like it's like running into this other thing, but it's not because that's the front of it. All right, and then it goes back 2. All right, so if it goes back 2, it's going to go like that, right? So that's my first block, and that's my second block. Okay, so thank you. Love that. Take this, we'll come over. Hopefully it'll be nicer to you when you do this, and we'll stop doing that to you. Bring this over like that, and there's my top view. Now I also know, because there's a line here and there's a line here, right, that there's some kind of an opening back here. So what that tells me as I fill this in is that the opening has to be down here. So this must be another like L-shaped block right here that comes over and then goes down one, right? And then we've got this. And so now I look at what I have and I see, does it match the side view? And if you look at this, this is right here. This one is right here. And then this is represented by this. And you wouldn't be able to see that one block that's kind of behind here. That's this block right here. And so at this point, guys, you have your shape. You've made your shape. This is what it looks like, right? And again, if this is hard, if you're looking at this and you're like, what? I don't see this at all. You know, just hang in there because this does get easier as you do it a little more. All right, and so now we got our 3D views, and I sort of did this backwards. I did not shade this first, but for me, I think it's easier to do it this way. All right, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch our stroke thickness so that we can shade the front. Okay, so you'll take this and you'll go through this and you'll put in your lines on this one. Right, so it looks nice. I'm using my tablet now because that's why I have it, right? And obviously, if you're using a trackpad with this or a mouse, it's a little harder. But you know, you're always free to go get one of these tablets if you want one. They're definitely handy. So almost done here with the front. Got like 2 more lines to do. All right, and then anything on here that's the front is also going to get shaded. So I go there, 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 there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to give this thing some perspective so that we can kind of see it, right? And so that's the front on that one. Let's do this one right here. Because I think once you put these lines in, it makes it so much easier to actually see the depth on this thing, and it kind of makes it stand out a little bit. We're going to leave the top plain, and then the side is going to get colored. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to move over to more of a thickness here, and we're going to just kind of go in and go, oh, no, we don't want to do that. Oh, what? No, don't save that. Nope, definitely not. All right, so just kind of come in here, do that, up, and bring it over, and so you'll finish coloring this one. I am so not good at this. This is not my thing at all. But that's the idea. All right, is that, and then you'll color this one as well because this is a side one. And don't forget when you're doing this too that you're actually going to color this right in here because this is also a side view. Okay, and then you would color this shape right here. Try to, if you've got the solid lines in there, try to work around those and not cover them up, because when you do this digitally, it does cover them up. It's when you shade with pencil, you can kind of go over them, but you'll still be able to see it because it's pencil. But this does not give you that luxury. So you have to plan for it, and then you guys can laugh at my absolutely craptastic coloring skills here. So this is kind of like what we're after. And then once you do this, I think hopefully it comes into view like what you've drawn. All right, so I hope this is helpful to you. Yeah, you'll get better at this as this happens. Just stick with it. So once you finish this up and done it on your own, make sure that you submit it, and then notify me, seeing as this is already, a past due assignment. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see you later.